happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going up a little bit later this weekend because it is the Canada Day long weekend where we live, and to celebrate the end of the school year we have been taking the kids out, spending time with them. We have no extracurriculars, no tournaments, nothing to do this weekend but just relax and spend time together. So we have been doing that and we have been loving it. We've gone to the Rib Fest, we saw fireworks. Tonight we're going to go to the drive-in for the first time of the season, which we really love to do. So we're really excited about that. But before then, I am going to film today's video for you guys, and that is going to be my July monthly spread. And she is just barely holding it together even with this beautiful planner band from Nani's Custom Creations, but I still have 1 month to go, which is this month. So kind of bittersweet because it is the last month in my planner, and then after that, of course, I am going to be moving into all of my new ones. So I actually just finished and posted my summer bucket list this morning on Instagram, if you follow me there. Even though I know it's not a secret that I don't really like summer very much, there are a couple things that we do enjoy to do and we look forward to every summer, and that is swimming. We love going to the park, hiking. We have a lot of beautiful nature trails and forests and cliffs and waterfalls where we live. We love going to the beach, stargazing with our telescope. We love eating ice cream. We love barbecuing, lots of fresh fruits. The drive-in, like I said, which we can check off tonight after we go. Fireworks as well. The zoo, like the safari, which we went to last weekend. And of course, going on some bike rides. And then we also like looking through some yard sales as well. Just, you never know what you're going to find. We found some really cool stuff and even like nice furniture at like moving sales and yard sales. And so it's just like they say, right? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So looking forward to going to some of those as well. If we can't beat them, join them. So we have to get through summer in order to get to fall. So we might as well make the most of it. One more thing that we really like to do during the summertime, which was the inspiration for my theme for July, is go to the fair. And we have been going to the fair every summer since I could remember, since I was old enough to go on rides, and I have loved it. It's one of my favorite summer traditions, just the sound, the lights, the food, the smells. It's just so much fun. And this is such a beautiful kit to celebrate that. This is by a Planner Life Stickers. It was a printable kit, and yeah, so this is the top part here. It's got, of course, the Ferris wheel and like the snacks, like a little fun house and stuff, and all the delicious treats that we like to have. The only thing that, oh no, she does have it further down below. I was gonna say my husband's favorite treat. You'll see in a second. The carousel, teacups, bumper cars, which is my favorite. Love that scene from My Girl when they went to the fair. That was such a good movie. Trying to get these little animals, which I have never won. My husband and my son are really good at these games, but I've never won one in my life. But it's fun to watch them, and they always kind of win me something, which is really sweet. The swings, and then this is my husband's favorite treat when we go, and that is the funnel cakes with the strawberries and ice cream. I think they have like a couple other flavors too, but this is like our favorite one. It's like classic. And then on the next page we have a couple of different months, so you could technically use this any time of year, especially if you live in different countries and your summer and winter months are different. I know some countries are actually in their winter right now, so it might seem weird to us, but for other places maybe they'll be using this for like a December kit or something. So I love that she includes kind of like all the different months and doesn't assume like your summer's just in July. So for me, I'm going to be using this one, and then some of these colorful boxes as well. Also love the little deco and little like side washi, and there's like some extra dates here if your planner, I guess, maybe starts on a different day. So if it starts on Monday instead of Sunday, which is when my planner starts, you could cut that strip off and you could put it on. I'm not sure if you could even maybe somehow like within the files like edit them, so like this could be clear or like see-through and layered on top. I don't know if that's a possibility. That could be something that you ask the shop owner if you're interested in that. don't want to like give any wrong information or anything like that. But anyway, it's just nice that she includes it regardless. But for me, I'm just going to be using this one because mine does start on the Sunday. And then this is going to be the absolute hardest thing for me to do, and that is to choose the sidebar. Usually I kind of really know which one, like just by looking, I'm like, oh, I really want to use that one. But she includes so many cute ones, it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a problem. This month we actually don't have too much going on, so I'm not going to be using any functional boxes on the sidebar because literally all we're doing this month is we are just like working, the kids are home. I think they have a week of camp, 1 or 2 weeks of camp, and then that's it. We're just going to be enjoying things and taking each week as it comes. So I wanted to use a deco on the side. And I can't decide if I want to use this beautiful one with the swings, with like the beautiful signs and the cute little balloon, or this one. Which is just giving me like 90s vibes. It's so cute with like these little double buns. I used to wear those all the time when I was younger, and my hair actually was this long as well. So now it's like about here, and I kind of miss it sometimes. I don't miss the amount of effort and work it took to like clean it, dry it, style it. The weight of it, I always had headaches, so I don't regret it in some ways, but it is nostalgic. And so part of me really wants to use this one for my sidebar. And then also like, but then there's this one too. So I'm kind of torn, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. I am going to put these aside and get started on the rest of the deco, and then I will decide these at the very end. But before I do anything else, I'm going to have to cut these into smaller pieces, and I'll be right back. Okay, so kind of embarrassed I didn't check this sooner, but I actually can't use it this month. Well, I can, but I don't know if you guys will know, but so the way that the artist designed this was that this is supposed to be for a week where the other month takes up this space. But in July, I didn't realize that like it actually starts tomorrow. So that if I put this here, I will actually lose the first week of July. And I don't really feel like cutting it. Like I could, but then that's like all you're gonna see. And I feel like it's not gonna be like as beautiful. Like I want to use it this way. So I actually looked ahead on my phone, and next month, actually August doesn't start until Thursday. So then this would be a perfect kit for August, because then I don't have to cut this or compromise, and I could still use this the way that I want. And I also have some more time to decide what sidebar design I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these aside for August. Sorry about that, guys. Still a little bit off my groove and getting back into the swing of things. After last week's video where I was just starting to get better, I had said I actually started to get worse again and ended up actually needing antibiotics. So I ended up a sinus infection, ear infection, and it was just starting to go into my chest as well. So I've been on antibiotics all week and just swamped with everything for the last week of school and getting caught up with work. So normally I would have noticed that. We're only human, right? So what I'm going to do is I actually had I'm actually going to pull August's kit forward and just swap them out. And this one does fit this kind of setup a little bit better. Yes, I will kind of lose this little bit of like part on the bottom, but in this case, this one kind of still works like with the top gone. And I'm going to actually be using this one on the bottom here instead. So this kit will fit a little bit better for this month. It is also really beautiful. It's by another printable planner shop that I love to use called the Planner Shack. And it's a beautiful, just a relaxing, like either sunrise or sunset scene, which is my favorite times of day in the tropics. I love to go for walks along the beach during this time, just enjoy nature's beauty, the silence, the birds, the waves. So relaxing. And that's what we plan on doing this month, is lots of relaxing. We're not going anywhere, but I can pretend in my planner. This is the beautiful top part for the other side. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I love flamingos. They're my favorite bird. Pink is my favorite color, so of course when I saw this kit, I had to get it. I actually don't think I've ever done a flamingo kit yet. Somehow, I have no idea how that's possible. So I'm really excited to use this one. And I love all the little deco on it. Also, the sidebar is going to be much easier to pick because I only have the one option. So I'm going to pick this girl here, and then I'm going to give these to my daughter to use in her planner as well. I just love like that little flowy gown, a little bit of gold here. And then this page I plan to use as well. Just for deco and some functional boxes as well. All right, so now that I have the correct kit, I'm going to cut these and be right back. So I have everything cut and ready to go. The first thing that I'm going to do actually is just zoom you in just a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm also going to white out some stuff on the top. Yeah, I kind of messed up my whiteout. And it's a holiday, so everything is closed. So I know that looks like a little bit ghetto, but I was like, I am not wasting the rest of this whiteout because, like, even though it's just a couple dollars, like, it's still wasteful, right? And like, if you think about how much whiteout, well, how much whiteout I go through each year, like, that would add up if I threw out like every single one that I messed up. I wish I could say that this is the first time I've done this, but it's not. So I'm not doing like everything. I'm just doing like, I don't think I'm going to do the date covers because I'm not sure if I'm going to use the date covers that were provided or if I'm going to use my gold ones. I feel like I want to use like some gold accents with this kit. So that's all that I'm going to do. Like I want to pull in like this like gold sparkle with the pink and a little bit of the gold in the sunset. So this did come with like some little pink date covers, which I did go ahead and cut. And I'm now regretting because I don't even know if I'm going to use them. But anyway, just in case they're ready to go. But instead of these, I might actually try to pull in some of my gold Erin Condren ones instead. If I have a full month's worth, that's the other question. I feel so unprepared this morning. Sorry, guys. I missed like 2 weeks and like all of a sudden, like I forget everything that I'm doing. So I do actually have 1 month's worth of gold. I think it's one of my last full ones. So these are actually on my reorder list for this year. So when I do place my next planner order with Erin Condren, I'm going to get some more of the metallic date dots. It comes with all of these, and I think it's like $6 or something, which is like super affordable. These packs actually lasted me a long time, so it's definitely worth it. But I just really think like the gold will kind of go with this, or I could have done the rose gold as well, but I don't think I have a full month in that. Actually, let me see right now. Do I? I don't think so. Rose gold's my favorite metallic, so I would be shocked if I had even like half a sheet worth. Yeah. I could do this one if I have a 21. I don't know why. No, I can't because I'm missing the 21. So gold it is, unless I decide to use the pink from this, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to start with the top, and the top, I know exactly how I'm going to lay it down, so I don't even need to like test it and like move it around because this is the only spot that it can go. And just lining it up. Okay, so that's that side. And then this is going to be on the other side. And I actually saw my first flamingos last year. Like, I held them. I got to hold a flamingo, actually. I've seen them a bunch of times, but I actually got to hold my first flamingo at like a sanctuary down in Cuba last year in March, which was absolutely amazing. If I have time and I can find the photo, I will insert it. and I was like tearing up the whole time. I was trying not to cry. It was just amazing. My husband organized it actually, and he is so sweet because he knows I love them, but I've never had the opportunity to like be that close to one. And it was so friendly actually. Like it just was like snuggled up to me, and it wasn't trying to run away, and it was pretty much free range. Like it was just wandering around. It was just, I think, used to people. So that's why it was so friendly. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is move that maybe to that corner over there and figure out how I'm going to use this bottom. Now, I don't know how I like that, honestly. I do like this part so far. I think it looks really pretty. Just move that actually way out of the way. But I don't know if I like this. I feel like it just makes it look too closed and like too matchy, if that makes any sense. So I'm actually gonna see if I can use any of these like boxes instead down there and like make my own little scene. So I do like this little hut. I think that's super cute, and it says on vacay again with the gold. And then it also has like these little hat and a little drink, which is kind of cute. But I can also do the palm or the hammock. Maybe I'll do that one here, do that here, and do that here. It's like part of the tree. And that can be like my own kind of scene at the bottom. And then I can put these like throughout the rest of the spread. I think that's what I'm gonna do instead of this. I just feel like that, like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, so I just have to see how I want that. I think I want to have the little hut in the middle, and that's what I'm going to do. Are you guys going anywhere special for the summer, or do you have any plans? We typically go away somewhere like this when it's cold here in Canada, so we typically go like sometime in like November, anytime really between November to April, because like that's our winter pretty much. It's like almost 6 months long, and it is very, very cold here. So usually halfway through we get really tired of it and we are like looking for a break, and so we try to go somewhere nice. We've been to Florida, we've been to Cuba a bunch of times, Dominican a bunch of times, and I'm hoping at some point we'll be able to try like somewhere different, but for now that's just where we've ended up going. I also have another day here from June that I need to cover up. And so I'm just trying to find something that might work for here. Maybe another flamingo. I don't like the way that looks with like the double. Oh, you know what? Where's the, this would actually be perfect because this was actually supposed to go here anyway. So, oh, that's perfect. There we go. So I just have to cut that there. And I'm just going to make a little dot kind of around there so I know when to cut, or where to cut, sorry. And I'm just going to see if I can do that as straight as possible. And perfect. Awesome. So yeah, so I always hang on to these till the end of the spread because you never know when you're going to need it. You can make other boxes of it, like smaller boxes from it if you want. Or you can use it to fill out that scene there, which is perfect. And then if I want to do like another water scene, like I can do another one probably. Actually, I'll do that right now. I might be able to use like another little water scene. These ones kind of hard. It's just like kind of the bottoms of the these things, the huts. So I probably won't use that, but I'll keep it aside just in case. And then I'll see if I can do a hut on this side because I already have like these 2 huts over here. So maybe put that one there. I also have the flamingos over here as well. So I'll maybe try to do a flamingo on this side too. I really, really like this one. So even if I can only use one more, I'd really like to use this guy. There. So I can do those. And then just build the rest of the spread around them. And then on the days that I picked, there's really not too much going on. So I don't mind if a full box, like a couple spots are covered by the full boxes, because I probably won't be writing much on these days. Like I said, July is kind of a quiet month for us. It's like our quietest month of the year, and I'm really looking forward to it, even though I hate the weather. It's like so hot and humid. I can't. I'm not compatible with it at all. But I do like that it's quiet. I don't overbook us for anything. The kids only have the 1 week of camp, and then they're going to be home, and we're going to be doing some stuff as a family. And then August picks up again. They're in camp for 3 weeks. We have a couple overnight trips planned, and they're getting ready for back to school. So I don't even want to think about that because that's not relaxing. So that's why I'm actually kind of glad that this spread ended up using the spread for July, because it just kind of, like, that's the vibe. So this is perfect. So I'm not really going to use these ones. So I'm going to put these aside as well. And then I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead with the green. I don't really like this one as much because you can't really tell what it is. Like, I know it's kind of supposed to be floral, but you guys know how I feel about bows. So really it was like no contest, honestly. And then what I'm going to do is that, so what I use these longer strips for, I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but I use these for, like, if there's something going on for an entire week, then that's what I use these strips for. Like if there's, like if we're going away, if there's a couple things happening in a row, like camp days or something like that, that's what I use these typically for. But like you could use them for whatever. You could use them to like underneath here. You could use them for like so many different things. You don't just have to use them for that, but that's what I use them for. And then of course this one's probably going to be too short. So see if we can extend that. And then I'm going to put those there. It's also, there we go. Perfect. So then that way, even just looking at this at a glance, I'm like, okay, what's going on for this week? And I know that, oh yeah, they're going to camp that day. Still undecided about the date dots, but I'll get there at the end once I see how the rest of the coloring comes into play. So the first thing that I'm actually going to mark are like my paydays. I'm going to mark Harley's birthday, which is our dog, our Burmese mountain dog. She's actually turning 5 this year, which is like 35 in dog years. So she's getting on in her years. And I'm going to use, I think, the dark birthday. And I don't really, there are like little flags. I don't know if you can see that, but I can't cut that much. I used to, like years ago when I had time. And then like now with everything, like I have 2 jobs, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing Instagram, I'm spending time with my family, trying to hold on to my sanity and find time for planning and all sorts of other things. I just leave the flags and I've come to terms with that. So I'm gonna put that here for her birthday. And then also now with the 2 jobs, I actually get paid every single week, which is nice. So she actually included 4 payday stickers, which is awesome because there are the 4 Thursdays in July and that's when we get paid. So I just had to be careful with the coloring because I don't want to have like the colors too close together. So I'm actually going to do payday and her birthday down here with the 2 flags. And then I'm going to do the darker one up on top, so that's also spread out. And then I will do, maybe that. Spread that out a little bit that way. Okay, just like the coloring. And then I have all of my bills due, which is a lot. And I don't know if I want to use like all of these or if I want to use the like these boxes like with the icons, which is what I typically do. Well, let's see. So the first bill that I have actually is on this day, which I get paid on, so that's actually very good. But I don't really like these little ones. No, I'm not going to use those ones. I'm actually going to do what I normally do, and that is to use my boxes for that. So I'm going to use a box here for that bill. Now we're seeing the Deadpool Wolverine movie on the 27th. So I will go ahead and put a box there as well. Our mortgage is due on the 31st. So I will put something down there. And then our car and house insurance is due on the 23rd. My phone bill is due on the 26th. And I have another payment come out on the 20th. It is a holiday on Canada Day. So we'll fill out a holiday thing for there. And then we also have on the 8th, my son has a doctor's appointment. He's down to once a month now for his allergy shots, which is awesome. We were going every single week from, I think it was January until like literally last month. So that was like, it was a lot for us to try and a lot for him. But now that he's reached a certain level of his immunotherapy, he can go once a month, which is amazing. And that's going to be on Monday the 8th. But I am going to see if I can switch these so that I have a little bit of different boxes and they're not like exactly the same. Like how some are open and some are not. I like to like alternate if possible. There we go. Just trying to think what else we have going on for this month. I have my CPR recertification on the 18th. So I will do a full box for that. Because we're all going to be getting it done with our work. I do have one more bill coming out kind of mid-month. Like around, I think the 16th. 15th, 16th. So I'll put that here. I think that's everything for now. Like I said, we don't really have anything really planned. We might visit my parents on this day here, but it's not set in stone. So I'll just leave these for once I know a little bit more, and then I can fill those out. I'm also going to be putting some icons on these so I know like what's coming out which day. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just put on the icons that I keep in here. This is like my little storage, like free sticker storage book by Cricut Paper Co. And I have been collecting these for like years from like Glam Planner and kits that I haven't used up. And so what I'm going to do is just find some that match like what it is going to be that day and then do that. So we have something for Harley on that day, the 4th. So I'm going to see if I can find like a little dog paw, which I have. And so I'm going to put the little dog paw there. And then this is a medical appointment. So I don't know if I have, I have like the little medical kit. And if you guys can see, it's like a little medical kit. And I do have one in a green. It's not exactly the same, but that's okay. Oh, it would have been better if I had it in this color. But that's fine. This color still works. So it doesn't have to be like exact. So we have a medical appointment that day. And then this is when I typically make my credit card payment. And so we do have a credit card icon as well. So we'll put that on. And then car payment, which is here. And the car payment is pink. Oh, I do have a pink. How awesome is that? So I have a little pink car. And we also have like our house insurance due as well. So I'm going to put that on there. And then our mortgage is due. So if I have another house, that would be great. And I do. I'll put that one on. And then, oh yeah, CPR, which is, I don't know if it's like, it's kind of a work thing. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just do like a little, and it's after hours. So maybe like I'll just do like a little clock, because it's kind of like an after hours thing and it's at a certain time. So I'll put that on there. That's going to be our CPR training. This is my phone bell. I'm just going to find like a little phone icon. Oh, I do have a star for this day, for like the holiday, which is kind of fun. I'll put that up there. And then a phone. Oh, I do have a phone. And I do have it in roughly that color. So I'll take the phone for my phone bell. And our utilities, on the 10th, I have my water bill, which is here. And then on the 27th, we have our like electricity. There's a light bulb. I do have one. So one thing I really liked about Glam Planner, like I wish we could just order these sheets from her. Just these sheets. I love these. I love these so much. I use them in like so many spreads. I have so many, like from years I've been collecting, but I don't always use every single one every single time, as you can see. So what I did is I stored them in here, and I've just been using them for years. But as I run low, like I just want to order these. Not that I didn't like the rest of her kits. I really hope it didn't come across that way. And if it did, I apologize, because I used Glam Planner like exclusively almost for years. That's where how I made my transition from like regular planning to glam planning. And I loved her YouTube videos. She seems like such a sweet person. I love her stickers and her artwork and everything like that. But after COVID, I just couldn't afford it. So that's the only reason why I say I wish I could only buy these sheets, because if they were like a couple bucks, a couple dollars or so, I could kind of still use them. Whereas a lot of her kits are out of my price range, unfortunately. So like once I run low on these, I'm gonna be really, really sad unless I can find like another alternative. If you guys know of a shop that has really cute deco like this, it's similar, that I could use instead, please let me know down below. So that would just be nice if I could find something like that. Oh, whoops. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I put that on the wrong, as I was like feeling so bad, I actually put that on the wrong thing. So we're actually going to see the movie on the 27th. Oops. I was like, why am I missing an icon? It's because I'm rambling about something else. I'm missing an icon. Okay. I was so sad about running out from these that I just totally forgot. Okay. Normally I would also have like an end of month staff meeting on Thursday, but we don't have them over the summer, which is amazing. I love our boss. He's the best. I thought I had a movie one. I do have a movie one. So, perfect. So I have like a little like cut thing. So that's going to be for there. Now I'm all done. Now I have to decide what I'm going to do for the date dot covers. So I'm just going to hold these up, and I'm going to put some of these here as if I were going to be using these. And then, because it like looks really pretty, but it just blends too well, if that makes sense. And then let me just see how this side looks with the gold. It makes it stand out more. I don't know. Oh, it's tough. You know what? put a couple more to see. And I'm not even really just sticking them. I'm just kind of like holding them down. Like just basically just putting them down. I actually think, as much as I love the gold, I think I'm going to keep it nice and muted. I feel like this is not a spread that needs to be like very like bold and loud. I like the muted colors. I like the soft, like relaxed feel. So I'm actually going to use the ones that came with the kit, and I did actually go ahead and cut them all, so might as well. I did put in all that work. So I will go ahead and do that now. The last thing that I need to do is put the month of July. And I actually found this gold one from the dollar store, and I actually have the letters J, U, L, and Y. So I actually get to get my little pop of gold after all, which is kind of a nice feeling. So I'm just going to get these off and try to center them. And so these are another type of stickers that I like to have on hand. I call this in like my little book, like just my accessory stickers that I just add to each kit, because you never know, right? Like when you're gonna need it. So I'm gonna try to center this in the sunset, or should I just center it in the overall page? No, I'll center it in the sunset. So that'll be the L and the Y and the U and the J. Perfect. Oh, that is such a good feeling. Yes, I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Like, I was a little bummed that I wasn't gonna go with the gold for the date covers, but this actually worked out even better. So I'm super excited about that. This is what it looks like finished and up close. So we've got the beautiful July there in the sunset, which I love. We have a little bit of the deco boxes, and I am really liking the pink date covers. So everything worked out in the end. This way they say, they get that saying, trust the process, which I never do. I'm always like in the middle, like freaking out. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, this is fine. And the flamingos, even they have like a little bit of like that goldish accent on their wings, which is just beautiful. And the girl just relaxing, which is what I'm hoping to do this month as much as possible. I know it might seem a little bit depressing that all I have put down for the month so far is my bills, but that actually helps me feel like more relaxed and at ease and just like organized, knowing that like all the important stuff is down. I'm not gonna miss that. And then I actually really like having I really like that the weekends are open for this month, because during the year they are full, they are structured, we're running around everywhere like chickens with our heads cut off. And so to have this, when I see this, I don't see like sadness, I see opportunity and possibilities. And I'm really excited to actually have stuff not be planned for once during the year, because the rest of the year is so planned out. So we're gonna leave these weekends open to whatever we want. We can go, we've got some museums we wanna check out, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go see some movies, and we're just gonna have hopefully a very good summer, and I hope you guys do too. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoyed your weekend, however you decided to celebrate or spend it. Thanks so much for all your support as always, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!